You know those qualities we all want to build? Things like discipline, real consistency, true maturity. Ahem? Yeah, they feel almost impossible to lock down, don't they? We all want them, but it's not like you can just sign up for a class and get a certificate in Discipline 101. Well, there's a really good reason for that struggle, and it actually has a name. Let's get into it.
Okay, quick exercise. Look at this table. On the left, you've got the stuff we're all chasing. Consistency, hard work, discipline, maturity. On the right, the stuff we're trying to avoid, like being disrespectful or ego-driven. Now, it seems like a pretty simple choice, right? But actually living out the words on the left, that is a whole other story.
So what's the common thread here? What links all those things we want? Well, they're the absolute bedrock for anything you want to build that lasts. We're talking a business, a relationship, a career, anything meaningful. But the thing is, they don't come easy. They are hard-won lessons from the school of life.
And these lessons have a very particular teacher, life's strictest mentor, actually. One who will test your limits, push you to your breaking point, but also guarantee that the rewards you earn are 100% real and will stick with you for life. In the Vedic tradition, that teacher is Saturn, or Shani. And forget what you've heard, we're not talking about a source of bad luck. We're talking about the force that is most invested in your genuine long-term growth.
Now, there's an ancient story from a text called the Shani Mahatmya that just perfectly illustrates Saturn's role as this tough love mentor. It's the story of a powerful king who had to learn what it really means to surrender.
So the story goes like this. King Vikramaditya was this incredibly powerful and just ruler. One day, the 9 planetary deities, basically the great cosmic forces, asked him to rank them by influence. And the king, totally confident that his own willpower and hard work could overcome anything, put Saturn dead last on the list. Oh boy, that was a big mistake.
And what was Saturn's response? No anger, no argument, just a calm, almost chilling promise. A promise that set the stage for a lesson this king would never, ever forget.
And wouldn't you know it, soon after, the king walks right into his Sarisati, that infamous 7.5-year period ruled by Saturn. And everything he had built on his own pride, poof, it was all stripped away. His kingdom, his money, his very name. He was forced into years of hardship, where he learned humility, what it means to serve quietly, and only after he truly learned that lesson was he able to get it all back. But this time, it was built on a solid foundation of truth.
When those long years were finally over, Saturn appeared and delivered this powerful message. And this is so crucial. It was never a punishment. It was a course correction. It was designed to get the ego out of the way so the king could see what was actually real.
That story just nails the whole essence of Saturn. Its lessons are really built on 3 core pillars: time, karma, and truth. And if you can understand these, you can start to work with this powerful energy instead of being so afraid of it.
First up, Saturn governs Kal, which is time itself. This is why its influence feels so slow, so methodical. Every delay, every single time you have to wait for something, it's not there just to frustrate you. Think of it as an invitation to build your character with patience, not to just rush ahead on a shaky foundation.
And this isn't just some symbolic idea. I mean, look at the astronomy. It literally takes Saturn 29.5 years to make one trip around the sun. That slow, steady, patient rhythm is hardwired into its very being. It spends about 2.5 years in each zodiac sign, giving its lessons plenty of time to really sink in.
The second pillar is karma. But let's demystify this. We're not talking about some cosmic judge. Saturn simply acts like a mirror, reflecting back the real-world results of your actions. It's the ultimate accountability system. You cut corners, you'll see the results. You put in the consistent work, you'll see those results too. It's really that straightforward.
And finally, we have truth. Saturn is the ultimate reality check. It's constantly testing the foundations of your life to see if they're authentic, if they're really yours, or if you're just living on borrowed ideas and looking for applause. It pushes you, it challenges you to live with real integrity.
So when you put it all together, you start to see it, right? Saturn isn't a punisher. It's a mentor, a really demanding one, for sure. But its only goal is to make sure that whatever you're spending your life building is actually strong enough to stand the test of time.
Okay, so we all feel this cosmic mentorship a little more intensely during certain periods of our lives. So let's talk about 2 of the most important cycles of growth that Saturn oversees.
The two big ones you hear about most are the Saturn and the Saturn Dasha, and they do different things. The Saturn is that 7.5-year emotional boot camp. It's a reality check that really tests the gap between what you feel inside and what you're actually doing out in the world. It's all about emotional maturity. The Saturn Dasha? That's a whole different beast. It's a 19-year structural test. This is a once-in-a-lifetime marathon that demands you build something real, a career, a family, a legacy, in one specific area of your life.
So the real question isn't how do I avoid Saturn, because spoiler alert, you can't. The question is, how do I work with it? You can't outsmart your mentor, but you can definitely align with its energy. Let's get into some practical ways to do exactly that.
All right, here are 6 powerful ways to get in sync with Saturn's energy. 1. Keep your promises. I'm talking about the small ones you make to yourself. This builds self-trust day by day. 2. Simplify your routines. Saturn loves structure. A stable morning routine can literally change your life. 3. Serve humbly. Help someone out without needing a pat on the back. It builds empathy and gets the ego out of the driver's seat. 4. Maintain something physical. Seriously, water a plant, organize your desk, fix that squeaky hinge. Taking real responsibility grounds you. 5. Face what you've been putting off. You know what it is. Make the call, start the project. Saturn rewards you for facing reality. And 6. Honor time. Use Saturdays, Saturn's day, for quiet reflection and planning. It shows respect for the very thing it governs.
At the end of the day, it all boils down to this. Saturn is not here to make your life easy. It's here to make your life real.
Its whole process is about refinement. It strips away all the excess baggage, the noise, the shortcuts, all the things built on ego or illusion. And what's left behind? Only what's true, what's solid, what can actually sustain you. That's where you find your real strength.
So, I'm going to leave you with a question to chew on. Right now, in this moment, what part of your life is Saturn asking you to finally take seriously? Where exactly is it asking for your integrity?